Let's fake a 3D interior on a flat surface. No extra geometry, no height map, no marching. The whole scene is just one quad, ray traced as a box, and if you look at the line I'm on here, that's 1 over the ray direction times the half size, so a single divide hands you both slab hits at once, near and far. And the half size is up here xy and then z 0.02. That's a box, by the way, a really thin one. Crank it up and you can see it. Same code, same intersection, just not squashed. And now let's add something to make it a little bit more interesting. And it starts with figuring out which face of the box we actually hit, which is the sign of the ray direction multiplied by 2 steps that compare the slab distances against each other. So whichever axis won the max is the one that gives you the normal without a single branch. Now we punch a hole in it, so if we're on the front face, meaning NZ came back positive, and the point is inside the radius, we just paint it black instead of shading the surface. And notice that's the point dotted with itself compared against r squared, which is the same test as asking if the length is under r, except you never pay for the square root. But right now, this is just a sticker on a wall. So here's the actual trick, and it's that instead of shading that black circle, we take the point where the ray hit it and treat that as a brand new ray origin, keeping the exact same direction. The surface just hands the ray off and lets it keep going. And what it's going into is an infinite cylinder, except we only solve it in x and y, because z is completely unconstrained down a straight bore, which means the quadratic term collapses to the directions x, y dotted with itself. Notice this line of code, by the way. Because we're starting from inside the cylinder, one of those roots is ahead of us and the other one is behind, which you can see if you flip that plus into a minus and the whole thing turns itself inside out. So we take the plus root because we're inside the pipe looking outward, and z just tells us how far down the bore we landed. But if you look at the inside, here are 2 problems with it though, because the cells keep shrinking as they go toward infinity until they alias into garbage and nothing ever gets darker. So the tunnel just stays lit forever. So a smooth step fades the checker out into flat gray once you're past a depth of about 5, which is a poor man's MIP level. So we wrap the checker in a smooth step that blends it toward flat gray once you're past a depth of about 5, which is basically a hand-rolled MIP level, and the noise just disappears. But now, as you can see, it's gray all the way down and it's lit forever because nothing in there knows how far away it is. So we divide the whole thing by e to the z. And that single division is the entire illusion, because if you take it back out, you're just staring at a flat gray disk again. The one thing this still doesn't have is any actual lighting inside the pipe, because all we've been doing is fading a checker pattern out with depth, so the walls read like wallpaper and nothing tells your eye that the bore is round. So the normal points inward from the wall back toward the center axis, and the lamp sits right at the mouth of the tunnel where the light would realistically be coming from, falling off with distance squared as it goes deeper.